My name is Ian Walsh, and this is the Moment Money Matters with Hard Money Bankers. Today we brought out the full no punches pulled for Mr. Ken Wellar. Thank you, Ken, for being on. I appreciate having you. A lot of people in the city know you. I mean, a lot. In fact, anytime people say, "Hey, we should bring a crowd in," they go, "We should probably bring Ken Wellar. We should bring Ken Wellar around," because Ken is a very famous face in the city. But for those of you that don't know Ken Wellar, co-owner of RRA and RCA, Rittenhouse Realty Advisors, they are absolute monsters in the commercial and multifamily sales world and debt equity world. Huge in the Philadelphia market. So I'm gonna kind of back up because you do this every day, Ken. Like, everybody knows, you know, you're in, you're out, but a lot of people watching this don't know anything about your marketplace. If I'm trying to I want to get involved in your world, or I want to send a deal, or like come to you about a multifamily management sale. How would somebody start? Let's say I have a deal. I say I have a 100-unit portfolio, right? I have no idea how to move that thing. I don't know people in that world. What do you do? Do I come to you? Do I try to broker it myself? Like, what do you typically see?
Well, if you're acting as a broker, I would suggest, we work out like a referral fee. I mean, it's a very niche market, so we specialize in the sale of multifamily properties. So we deal with basically developers and owners pretty much across the country. We have a database of about 60,000 investors that we deal with all over the country. And they pretty much buy apartment buildings anywhere from a 10-unit mixed unit building to right now, we're about to close on a 300-unit high-rise off of North Broad Street. So we have a wide range of investors and developers that we deal with. We have an office in New York City as well. So I'm usually up in New York once a week, dealing with kind of new buyers, new potential people looking in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is kind of our bread and butter, but we actually really focus on trying to sell Philadelphia, bring new investors to the market. I'm probably at least once a month at different conferences, national conferences, where I'm selling kind of anywhere from institutional type of buyers to regional players looking in this space. We primarily focus kind of the Northeast, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, New York is kind of our bread and butter. We actually do a lot of student housing properties as well. Purpose-built student housing, so that's a real big niche of ours. We do some affordable housing projects that we sell, mixed-use projects, so anywhere from say a Starbucks on the ground floor with apartments above, or a retail center of a CVS or Rite Aid, or some sort of retail on the first floor with apartments above. That's a mixed-use project. And then we also get involved in a lot of development and redevelopment sites. So we're closing in a few weeks on a 115,000 square foot old warehouse that's going to be converted to 153 units. So there's different products, and it's pretty much all surrounded around multifamily. It's kind of our bread and butter. We've sold industrial sites before, retail, but again, multifamily is kind of our main bread and butter of deals we do.
So quite frankly, like, if I have a deal, because to a guy like me, I'm in the residential world, and I know what I'm doing, but when I get into your world, I don't. So most people that probably watch this are going to say, if I find a deal, or I'm thinking about trying to move something that might have some teeth, I really should come to you.
Yeah,
I've got to do that, right? I can't move that thing. I'm not
it's a
going
really
to.
specialty. So I mean,
It's a niche, right?
it's a niche. We have to make sure someone get financing. You have to underwrite the project, understand the financials. We'll really dig into the rent roll and see if there is an opportunity to raise rent. So we'll look at other rent comps in the marketplace and try to understand, is this property at market, or is there some upside? Is this property a value add deal, which basically means value add is where basically you have a property, you're looking at other comps, rents might be $200 to $300 below some of the comps. If you maybe invest $5,000 to $7,000 per unit into upgrading the kitchens and bathrooms, you'll be able to get that achievement. I think that's one of the biggest questions a lot of investors or biggest demands, I think, is kind of the value add deal.
I mean, that's the buzzword I hear all the time, right? Everybody, value add, and I mean, I get what it is on a basis, but I would never know how to sell it, move it, who's looking for it. So if I have that deal, or I'm trying to get into that world, Ken, who do I reach out to in your office? Like, what would be the best contact information to say, hey, I've got something I want to move, can you help me out here?
Yeah, I think the easiest way is just to email us at info@rittenhouserealty.com, and then we'll team you up, kind of the best team to work on the project, depending on what it really is. We have different guys in our company that focuses on different areas throughout the city, or Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, or New York. So we'll place the best team. We work as pretty much one big team, and kind of put the best team in place to get a deal across the finish line.
Perfect. So it's info@rittenhouserealty.com. And as you guys know, I'm Ian Walsh with Hard Money Bankers, and we'll be back for day 2 with Ken Wellar.